And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harrell is out there, Gallinari, and it's LeBron James. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Caruso in a two-guard.
You know, it's nearly impossible trying to defend Harden. I mean, he has it all in his package. One of the best penetrators in the
Swoosh, just do it. 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 Swoosh, just do it.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Rob. Oh, what a finish!
Good. Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Mark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against the Spurs got the job done. He finished with 11 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was impressive in that one. He contributed in a variety of ways. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Rockets trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against the Lakers. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Now here's Westbrook. He's covered closely. Got a piece of it. Now the Lakers on the break. Releases. And that one's good. Caruso's got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Here's Westbrook. It's deflected, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gallinari. Ingram, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Clemens.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Miracle Man doesn't go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. Harden kicks to Caboclo. Back to Harden. There's 47 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Aggressive in deep. Once Harden gets to a spot he likes, he goes right to work.
There's the double team with Grant. Kuzma outside. And the pass to Miracle Man. It's stolen by McLemore. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. With 1 on the clock. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by...
Focus. All right? Can't let up. Can't let up. All right? These guys are going to pounce. All right. I got to go talk to Coach. All right, do you think?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Harrell is out there with Gallinari. And it's LeBron James. Then there's the Miracle Man. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. The Rockets have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. First free throw is good. Mark, the level of nuance in the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie. Oh, man. That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Caruso, no good. The Rockets shooting at 50% in a decent groove. There's the triple. Rebound by Harrell.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 7.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. That one goes. Count it. And it's 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And he makes that one. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Top of the key. No good on that one. And it's the Lakers the other way. And Dedmon throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Fades and shoots. LeBron, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Miracle Man, guarded by Harden. Caruso, the pass to James. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
For the Rockets, Grant, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Gordon in for McLemore. The Rockets trail. Now Westbrook, 8 points for him. A stupendous finish in traffic. Westbrook's got 10 points.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Westbrook. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Gordon with it. 11 points in the game. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Dwayne Dedmon. Robinson is out there with Jeremy Grant. And there's Gordon. And it's Clemens in at point guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Outside Gordon. From the arc. Here's Dedmon. Pass to Clemens. It's another look. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. First one falls for him. And McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Eric Gordon. The Lakers also making some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Molinari comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Robert Covington's checked in for Jeremy Grant. James checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Miracle Man. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. The shot's good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And here's Harden. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Lakers. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Caruso. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Russell Westbrook in for the Rockets. Rockets trailed by 3. Three-pointer on the way. Buries it from 3-point range.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Miracle Man, the pass to Gallinari. To the inside. Stolen by Harden. Shot from 16. No good. Some solid defense from Miracle Man. Got a piece of it. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook. The first one falls. Both free throws good from Miracle Man.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
Harden outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Miracle Man, the pass to Caruso. Harrell kicks to James. Passes it to Miracle Man. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. It's Gallinari on top of the key. 1:27 left in the game. Clock at 4. Los Angeles with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shots good by McLemore.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Westbrook with the steal. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Houston in the lead. Here is Harden. It's stolen.
And thought that pass is going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low. Harrell dishes to James. It falls. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Miracle Man.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
And Gallinari kicks to Harrell. To the middle. Here's Miracle Man. It's in!
Defense just not strong enough to throw him off his shot there. Sometimes it takes a little more effort to defend him down low.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Buries the triple.
You got to make anybody besides Hart to shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're trailing by 1. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I think they've got enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick
2K Sports pregame show. And coming up for you shortly, it is
broadcasting live, 2K Sports. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Hood.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Hood in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Gallinari is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Harold. Then there's the Miracle Man. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. Boris, what are you going to be watching about these two teams who seem to be strong up front?
Yeah, I think certainly both have guys with size who also bring incredible skill to the game. And it's really hard to win this league without at least one elite player at one of the front court positions.
They get it back. Gallinari goes up with it again. Passes to Miracle Man. Back to Harold. Just 5 to shoot. Missed it, even after all those chances.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
And they pick up 2.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Here's Miracle Man. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
They get it again. Gobert, the pass to Mitchell. Tries yet again. Gobert dishes to Bogdanovich. It's another look. Gallinari with the rebound. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Conley. The pass to Miracle Man. And that one hits back iron.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
and their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Caruso. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot's good for Miracle Man.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Conley. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
And Utah making a change here. Niang's checked in.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
And that one's good. Caruso. Here's Niang. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Mitchell against LeBron. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gallinari. Ingram, he's checked in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Utah also making some changes. Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley.
Let's remember that Donovan Mitchell's first love was baseball. His father played in the minors, coached in the majors. Donovan himself was a star player in high school. It wasn't until he broke his wrist that he decided to dedicate himself to the game of basketball.
Here's Williams-Goss after the made shot from Miracle Man. Mitchell outside. From deep. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Doris, you mentioned baseball where he played pitcher and shortstop. But Mitchell doing just fine, I think, in basketball.
No doubt, Kevin. He's come a long way since high school because back then he was a power dunker and defender. But his transformation into an elite offensive player in the NBA, this is just a credit to this young man's work ethic. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Miracle Man. 6 points for him. Morris, left side. It's stolen by Gobert. McCaw, the pass to Mitchell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense in this quarter.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Hood in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Gallinari. That one a little long. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Well, this is problematic because Donovan Mitchell can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spotting up, you name it, he's got it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Miracle Man in their last game against the Rockets delivered quite a performance. He had 19 points, and there was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. It was just his night. The effort he put forth is what allowed him to have such a big game. Kevin, we'll see if he can do that again tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt, Greg. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. 1:31 left to play here in the half. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. And you know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded.
Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Takes the 13-footer. Tries again. Nice shot by Gobert.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lakers trail by 7. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. To the wing on the left. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Hood against James. Over Hood. And again, the Lakers no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Conley gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Caruso. Pulls up. And it's LeBron missing.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Stolen away. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. 6 seconds left in the first half. Here's Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, Mitchell's confidence is off the charts right now. Off the dribble jumper, yes, sir.
And so we wrap up. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
They've got LeBron James. Harrell is out there with Gallinari. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Caruso in at the shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot three-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coaches who recognized the game was being revolutionized and that three-point shooting, regardless of position, would become integral to success. So a guy like Marc Gasol, who actually fought the idea of taking threes, Brook Lopez, Nikola Vucevic, all of them have become more integral to team success and more capable NBA players because they can shoot the basketball. It's beautiful.
It is. Evolving and adapting at that size has been something to watch. Miracle Man, the pass to Caruso. And here is Harrell. Covered by Hood. Inside, here's Miracle Man. He's good with the little jumper in close. Miracle Man's got 9.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gallinari. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Alex Caruso. Utah also making some changes. Miller's checked in for Bogdanovich. Patrick McCaw comes in for Rodney Hood. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mike Conley. No good. Only a second miss in 10 attempts from the floor. Here's Miracle Man. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring the teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Gobert with it. Guarded now by Morris. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
Ingram outside. They get a hand on it. Miracle Man, the pass to Kuzma. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing.
Right Foreman. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Utah shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Rodney Hood's checked in for Patrick McCall. He hits the 2nd from the line. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Now Harrell. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Miracle Man, the pass to Harrell. And it's good for 2. Harrell's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Knocks it loose. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. "12 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Here's Miracle Man. 1 second left. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Utah out in front by 17 points at the end of the... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Conley, Bogdanovich out there with Hood, and it's Niang in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good, Caruso.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Utah leading by 15. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Utah with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Conley gets the bucket.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Caruso kicks to James. Gallinari up top. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Unloads from 13. The shot's good from Miracle Man.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Conley. Softly drops in the floater. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Miracle Man, covered by Conley, ready by Bogdanovich.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
James.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. It's a 13-point game. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. Releases, and he hits the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 15. For Los Angeles, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Miracle Man, covered by Conley. No one near him. And that one's good, Caruso.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Mitchell is doubled. Here's Niang. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Gallinari, and that one drops. Now, here's Mitchell. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Harrell. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket for Miracle Man.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
And the Jazz call time here. They're in front by 11. 1:36 left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team. Going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Time running out for the Lakers. James right side. Here's Miracle Man. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley into the lane. Mitchell trying to free himself. Conley gets the bucket.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Jazz.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Donovan Mitchell.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Conley. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
No good from Miracle Man. Here's Mitchell. The Lakers with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
In transition, here come the Jazz. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And there's the pass to Mitchell.
Lakers foul. Miracle Man. That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for Utah. Mitchell.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Miracle Man. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Jazz ball.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's